How's it going, everybody? South Hard, aka Nico, which would have been my in-game name, but somebody already took that. So I haven't seen any guides about this before, but I'm gonna show you a simple and easy way to go ahead and get through SOD or Sanctum of Death. You can get it done pretty easily. All you gotta do is complete your starter test, which if you're new and you do : starter, if I can type. Okay, I guess it doesn't pop up for me anymore, but I'll show you what you can get. Let's go ahead and go to the bank. So as soon as you get your crystal, gloves and bow and everything else that comes along with it, you can actually start easy Sanctum of Death or SOD or SOD. It goes by different ways, and you can easily get these started by this. Probably on the easy, maybe on the hard. You'll probably have a longer different time, but I'm gonna show you how I do it, just because I haven't seen a guide on this before and it was very confusing for me when I was learning because I'm a solo player. So I'm gonna show you what I do. First things off the bat, I've got my Infinity Rage Potion. An Overload would do just fine. You can come over here to, let's see, you can go to the donator shop and you can either buy one for $50 or you can go over here to the PVM shop, I believe, and you get one for 10 million PVM tickets. Super easy to, once you get more closer to the mid game, you'll eventually be able to get to the infinite Rage Potion, which just gives you better stats. But what I recommend, so I've got full Lucifer and I've got this egg on a fort, which is actually really good just below the dark scythe. What I recommend you doing is going ahead and grabbing some food, going and putting your pet up, because you can't go into these without a pet, so go ahead and put your pet up. I'm gonna get you, put you back in the bank. Let's see if we got everything we need. And then I occasionally grab a damage booster, and whenever the 2x raid loot comes on, I tend to use all my Volt Scrolls, just gives you a better buff. I'm gonna go ahead and use 2 just to make this a quick video, and that's pretty much it. I use full Lucifer for the most part with this. This is my melee setup. At best I can say I'm deep in the mid game, but like I said, you can do this in full crystal armor, but all you'll need is a melee weapon and at least a bow or a mage weapon. So what you'll do first, once you got your armor and everything set up, you got your food, you got your potion. Once you unlock this Tome of Enchantment, always bring this with you so you can get tickets. I got my damage scrolls, so my damage will be up a little bit higher. I got this because it gives you 2 minutes of 100% damage bonus, and that's always good. And then I've got a Hellish Body U that I ended up getting from one of these raids. Well, I got the original and then I upgraded it. So this is what I use for the rage part of it. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up. So what you do is you go ahead into your spellbook, go to teleports, mini games, Sanctum of Death, and you go ahead and go to teleport. Now from here, like I said, you can't have any pets with you, so you're going to have to create a clan. Now when the double raids loot pops up, there's usually people that are looking to help and that will carry you through these. I can do elite and I can do hard. Really just depends on how I'm feeling, because elite takes just a couple more minutes longer, but hard is right there in the sweet spot for me. So we can go ahead and enter this. We're going to go to hard mode. And we'll run through here. Now for the first guy, we're going to pop our damage and we're going to go ahead and pop our infinity potion. I'll go ahead and use my 2 Volt Scrolls, because why not? You go in here and you're going to pray Turmoil and Magic. Now this guy can be a pain in the ass, so what I do is I stand right here and I shoot him as much as I can. And what he does is he has a ability, he'll say dodge this right above his head like that, and it'll pop up on you, and so you want to run down here, run across, and by the time you get to this point, it should be out of timer and you can start attacking right here. Now he does this a couple times. So if you stay in the spot for too long, it will eat your health up, unless you've got enough upgrades to where no matter the damage you take, you're still getting health. Stop right here. Look at that, he's almost dead. With that Volt Scroll, I'm hitting 100,000 damage almost all the time. That's why I like those Volt Scrolls, especially when the raids ×2 drops are happening. It helps out a lot. Okay, so after range, you want to go ahead and switch back to your melee setup. You go to keep your turmoil on, but then you're going to go to defect missiles, so your range. And you're going to come to this guy. Now this guy is super easy and super quick. Go right here, and what he does is he sets off this ability. So what I try to do is I go to at least 2 to 3 blocks this way, walk around, because he's got a 5x5 blast area. And so you just as long as you dodge that, you're pretty much good. Right, like I said, right above he says explode, so you run, attack. And what I like to do is right where that bomb in the middle was set off, I like to walk right back in that same position. But like I said, he's super easy. So we go down this way. Go ahead and pop magic on. This guy's a little bit different because he shoots walls of fire. The dodging it can be a little bit tricky, especially when you don't have somebody to teach you. So I'm going to show you how I do it, because it took me a long time to figure out how to do it without dying. And if you get touched by these flames, it is a one tap. So what I try to do is click a thing like this. Just click a square that's probably, I don't know, like 3 squares where it could be, and then walk. You don't want to walk too late. I usually walk until like it hits this, like the 3rd square right there. And so wait for it. Oh, look at that, already dead. Super simple, super quick. This one is a little bit different. This is the final boss, and he uses all 3 of them. I would not recommend using bows or magic. He defends those, so melee is really the best way to go. So let's go ahead and attack him. Again, super easy. Just got to pay attention to what he's saying and what he's throwing, and it'll pretty much be a breeze. So we're doing some damage here. Let's see. Okay, dodge this. So when you do that, you just want to run around him. By the time you get over here, and you can attack him, because there is a time limit on these. You might take a little bit of damage, but that's why you bring your food. And look at this. You will be burned. So what I like to do is find like the 3rd one, and as soon as it hits that, walk through it, go back and attack him. Super simple. Super simple. You will die a couple times. He'd hit that explode, so I like to run right past him, attack him. Okay, and you're just doing damage on damage on damage. Again, this game is super simple. All you gotta do is just, like, again, walk across them, attack them. You just gotta learn the mechanics of what the bosses do, and once you figure that out, this stuff is pretty much just a breeze. So we're gonna go ahead and finish him and see what else he's got. Another explode. Okay, simple. At least it's not the one where you have to run around, because that wastes so much time. And I would recommend getting the egg on the fork before getting like a dark scythe or anything, because the only difference between the two is maybe like 1,500. It's not that big of a difference, and it's way cheaper. It's like 1/5 of the price of a fucking of a dark scythe. Run around. No, move. See, like I was said, if you stay in that spot for too long, it'll eat your health up super quick. It might not seem like it, but it definitely will. And done. And then that's pretty much how you do Sanctum of Death, or SOD or SOD. And after you complete, you get these keys, 375 just for hard, but whenever you're in the double, it's like 750. You can also get SOD boosters, which gives you a couple more of these key shards. And then you just go over here. Let's see if we get lucky with the 3. Open. Absolutely nothing. But that's pretty much how Sanctum of Death runs. I hope this helps, and I hope that, it's easy for everybody. Like I said, you can start this off straight out of your crystal armor. You might have to just have a little bit more food and be more aware where your clicks are and everything, but after that, it's pretty much a breeze. So I hope this helps, and look forward to you guys watching my next video. Thanks.